There are many examples in world mythology concerning third or mind's eyes. It seems to be universal across cultures, perhaps indicating some hidden knowledge or Jungian archetype.
I think any theory of consciousness has to deal with all aspects of waking, sleeping, dreaming, visions, and indeed mystical experiences.
Odin, king of the Norse gods, gains mystical sight because of the loss of an eye. Ancient Egyptian beliefs include many eye legends.
There's plenty of misconceptions about the nature of the third eye as being a centre of clairvoyance and the ability to see ghosts, and Blavatsky, for example, suggests that in the future humans would evolve on a physical third eye which would give them this vision into afterlives and so on. I think that most of these theories distract people from finding about the reality, the science and the natural process involved in the pineal eye in evolution.
This is the true beauty of creation. From nothing comes something.
Well, I mean, there's no doubt that the symbolism of light is present in practically every religious tradition, and inner light is often spoken about. I think it's part of the mystery of consciousness, isn't it, that we can have a kind of inner light. We can form images with our eyes closed in daydreaming and in dreams and in visions.
I want to briefly mention that there's a branch of yoga, the yoga of the third eye, called Shiva Yoga.
The Sahasrara, crown or master chakra, is identified as being the meditational sensory correlate of the pineal complex. Unlike the other chakras, it is not located as being in the body at all, but is located about 2 inches above the top of the head. It is said to be a state of pure consciousness where the Supreme Shiva resides.
When the centre is activated, we see an illusion to the state of experience beyond the mind and the body, seeming a void to the yogis.
The highest Sephira, Kether, from the Hebrew mystical Kabbalah, corresponds precisely with this yogic crown chakra. We find an all-seeing eye of God in the Christian mythos, and also the Dharma eye in Buddhism.
Almost as if one has an internal eye through which one sees not only the external world but the internal world as well. The internal world in terms of thoughts, ideation and also feelings, and taking one step back inside one's own mind and looking at the whole, the external and the internal. To my mind, that's what the eye of Dharma relates to.
Pineal or median vision isn't just a one-way process, not just a looking out or a looking in, an awareness of the environment and of what's happening inside the body. It's a two-way interaction.
Having understood the Buddhist teachings, one understands the constructs that the Buddha was trying to point out that exist in the psyche and in the very gestalt of human beingness, and to actually take a look at those through this eye of Dharma, which in some respects you could say, yeah, it's almost like looking at things through a third eye.
The virtual median eye itself does not exist in the sense that it is not visible in any pure state, since its pure state is void or absence.
Buddhist theology doesn't really go against the pineal eye theories, and MVT in particular, because we find when we actually look internally, we do find a very much a structured, conditioned internal realm.
In his book of Adjurations, Costabene concludes that suspensions from the neck or amulets are potent not because of any supernatural or occult properties, but rather because of the comforting effect that they have on the mind. I've always maintained that median vision theory was a wholly natural theory.
The brain's old parts, such as the reptilian brainstem, amygdala and cerebellum,